So guys, I'm back. Yeah. Okay. So, you watched the first few episodes. You're probably wondering, okay, when is this guy gonna get serious and do his real thing? And I'm off to the races. That's definite. So I'll show you some pictures previously when I've started some of these programs, these transformation of 12 weeks, right? What you can do in 12 weeks, get rid of a lot of fat, build some muscle, get really lean. And for me, one of the things that's actually very interesting is that I always start a serious program right after my birthday. Yeah. And for some of you who know when my birthday is, it just passed. Groundhog Day, February 2nd. I just came back from a beautiful weekend with the wife. I mean, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. She definitely blew this one out of the water. Potentially the best birthday, if not guaranteed best birthday. I mean, pound for pound, best birthday ever. We usually don't take birthdays serious. I don't say we as in me and her, but myself, especially in the last few years. Because it's just a day, really. But for your very close circle, it could be just a little something worth going out and having nice food or whatnot. But I got a real nice replenishment of my mental state, feeling motivated. And so, oh yeah, speaking of which, check this video out.
Hey, what's going on, folks? I thought I'd shoot this video right quick. Like I always said, right after my birthday, which is today, February 2nd, that's when the real program starts. You know, this is get her time done. So what a best way to celebrate this birthday than going on a helicopter ride that my wife arranged. Thank you, Yves. I'm out here in Mont Tremblant and Toulouse the helicopter. So before we kick off the diet, before we kick off the 12-week program, I thought, you know, what a perfect way then. Do some gangster shit like this, son. We're gonna be out here in the skies, inshallah. And it begins now. So what a perfect way to get the mind all right and get situated than to be out here and do a little aviation there, bud. Give him a quick look. That's pretty gangster, giving hanger like this, eh? All right, folks. Let's get into it.
So if you came back, I hope you enjoyed that a little bit. I kind of thought of it last minute because I did want to show some materialistic proof that during the birthday I had an intention to really go in and say to myself, okay, this is the starting point of the program now, so let's get serious and let's lay down our plan for the next 12 weeks. I mean, this 12 weeks is for some might potentially be shorter, for some of them it may be longer, but for me and what I'm doing and what I'm presenting out here is that it's minimum 12 weeks, potentially or most likely going into 16. And the big part of it is within the next few episodes, we're going to lay out the phases. What is it that we're actually doing? What do you do in the beginning of a 12-week run? How do you prepare mentally? What is it that you need to pay attention to? And most importantly, what level am I in? You gotta be realistic with yourself here, you know. Not everybody's gonna come into this. They're gonna be some Arnold shit, popping in, doing all the big stuff and supplementation and training and the cardio and the intensity and and just the science of what you're applying in the gym and out going to be 100%. No, it's not. For some, it's going to be, well, there's 3 phases to this, right? You're a beginner, you're intermediate, or you're at the advanced level. So as you follow the program, you got to be realistic with yourself. Where do I fit in between those 3 levels? And if you realistically review your current state, your potential, any physical limitations that you might have, then hopefully you can find out, I'm in intermediate, hollow, or this or that. And eventually you make your adjustments as you go along. So I'm showing you one of those guava candies that you get like from Mandarin or something. So nice. So that's what we're going to do. So stick tuned for the next few episodes. Find out what my breakdown is. What do we do in the beginning to get ready? What kind of phases do we go to in the first 3 weeks? Things that are very important that basically make or break your program. And then what are some long-term goals that you need to put in your head and kind of be looking at right now? And, with this game, really, you're checking everything out every week. Every week you're sitting down with yourself, you're checking your weight, you're looking at what you did the last week before, and you're saying to yourself, where do I need to adjust? A little bit here in the food, a little bit training there, a little bit this here, and then you keep doing that on a, weekly basis, hopefully slowly making gains in a number of areas where you're reducing your fat capacity, your overall fat that you're carrying around, your muscle strength, your muscle volume at that point. And then you're making those necessary adjustments to know exactly where I need to be for next week. Because if I'm falling behind on this week, I got to do this in order to make it right. So in the next few episodes, we're going to lay out what to me is the most important thing that you got to do in the beginning of these 3 weeks. Somewhat a preparation that is both mental and physical and materialistic as well, tangible. What are you going to do outside the gym in order to help you fast pace these 3 weeks? Because we're coming in here every week, hopefully, and we're doing somewhat of a review kind of vlog, I sit in front of the camera and tell you the adjustments I have made and how I feel during that week. So it's kind of like that Avatar movie where they got, where they're involved in science and they're about to go and connect him to his avatar, and he's making probably like a daily vlog, sitting down in front of a camera and saying, I feel like this, I feel like that. And this is what I'm going to do here to let you know what are the things that I'm saying that I'm doing and how I am feeling while doing them. So you could sit and review and do the same thing and be like, this dude told me to do this and I feel like this, and he's telling me he feels like that. You obviously have some areas where we'll be familiar with what we're going through, but most of the time you might feel something completely different because bodies are different from one to another. But essentially the whole purpose here is what? We walk the walk together. You heard? So we'll leave it at that. Check in the next few episodes, find out what's the game plan that we got to lay in front of us and how are we going to slowly trek towards our goal. Send this to your friends, anybody who's trying to do something major for the summer on the physique purpose, and hopefully we won't be slacking. Holla at your boy. Yeah.